So welcome back, everyone. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. My next guest is also a newbie. I have with me Scott Cunningham, and he's the owner of SCOTTS. Welcome to the show. You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what makes you so different.
Hey Carol, hey everybody. Yes, I am Scott Cunningham, owner-operator of Scotts LLC, and I am a certified legal document preparer. I am certified by the Arizona Supreme Court to provide non-attorney legal document services. So what the heck is that? Well, I am a paralegal by education and trade, which is required to be a CLDP, as we call it, Certified Legal Document Preparer, for the Arizona Supreme Court. I'm also a former escrow officer and a former fraud investigator. I've done a little bit of a few other things here and there as well. But as a certified document preparer, I am authorized to do any legal services that I am proficient at. So the 4 areas that I offer service in are estate planning, also real estate documents of all kinds outside of an escrow title transaction. We deal with business development, LLCs and PLLCs, as well as informal probate situations, and we are also all certified for the state of Nevada as well.
If you're looking for a document preparer who works in these areas, you're the one to call.
That's right. We have been around since 2007. We are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau as well. And we have clients all over the state, the country, and out of the country. So whether you are local or far away from me, we have a process to make everything very easy and efficient and convenient for you.
So can anyone be a certified legal document preparer?
No, you do have to be a paralegal. You can be a paralegal by education, which I have a paralegal degree through Phoenix College, or there are paralegals who work for the law firms and don't have the degree, but they certainly are just as qualified as I am and have been doing it. You have to be a paralegal for an attorney for, I believe it's 5 years in order to take the test, or if you have the degree, you can take the CLDP test right away.
You got some kudos coming to you because I understand that through the Better Business Bureau, you're a 4-time finalist for the Ethics Award. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, Carol. Yes, we strive ourselves on providing white glove service at a cost-efficient price with top quality results, and through that, we've been honored to be recognized for our ethics and our honesty.
Wow, I'm going to write that down, and I'll try and get the rest of it. White glove service with quality results.
Top quality results.
Top quality,
yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
Top quality results. So, I mean, it's so important to have certain things. And a lot of times people, have you ever had to have where someone's literally almost on their, I hate to say this, deathbed, where they're in the hospital, and you have to go and help them? Have you ever had to do something like that?
Yes, there have been those times where we get the call from the family whose loved one is at the hospital on their deathbed, and as long as they are still coherent and have their wits about them, we can still get documents done even if they are on their deathbed or in a hospital bed, if you will. So we have stepped in, and yes, I've taken the call at Friday at 5:01 p.m. because the phone rang and I figured they're calling because they need something, and even though it's Friday at 5:01, I've taken the call, and sometimes it is a rush situation, and we're humbled and honored to help out in those critical moments.
You do free consultations that can be done either over the phone or in person.
Yes, with legal services, a lot of times we're trained to think of attorneys only, and we don't really know about certified document preparers. And then we have the movies that kind of make us feel we go into the attorney's office. We offer a laid-back, we have a laid-back process with high-quality results. And so you can come to me, but because we do also cover all of Arizona and the state of Nevada, we have clients that are not close enough to come to me. So we can do a free phone consultation, a Zoom consultation, or if you are close to me, you can come into the office and I'll be happy to meet with you in person.
Now his phone number is 480-586-0443. The website is ScottsDocsLLC.com. He's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. You are statewide, authorized also in Nevada as well for legal services. You do free consultations that can be done either over the phone or in person. Again, that number is 480-586-0443. You also offer 10% discount to veterans as well.
Yes, we do offer the 10% discount for all services to our veterans. My father was in the Army, and so the military is near and dear to my heart.
Well, thank you for that. Now, I want to kind of go into some of these things a little bit more narrow and deep. Before we go to a break, I want to talk about real estate documents, okay? Because a lot of people, it's the weekend, they're probably going to go looking for homes and things like that. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So where I can come in and help with real estate documents, realtors are great. They have their purpose. Please use them to look at homes and buy and sell. When you are buying and selling, you will typically use an escrow title company that will deal with all your real estate documents. However, they cannot assist you unless you are buying a title insurance policy from them. And so when you need a real estate document done, say you need to update the ownership to your property, add a spouse, remove an ex, move it to the trust.
Move an X.
That's right, remove an X, but put it in a trust, LLC, what have you. They would direct you to me. I would assist you with the ownership deed for your Arizona and Nevada real estate, as well as dealing with private party lending. So you have a private lender, someone's loaning you money and they need the loan documents, the note and deed of trust. We assist with creating the note and deed of trust for your lien or for the loan. And then we also can help with modifying those, assignments, assumptions. But also if you are splitting land or consolidating property or doing easements or abandonments of easements, we can assist you with those deeds as well.
So, but it's, what I'm hearing from you, it's not just about having you there to help them have, their documents done, well, should I say this, just signed correctly. It's way more than that, because you can help even with preparing the documents, is what I'm hearing.
100%. It's full service operation, so it's not just a form like we have heard about, oh, there's an online website, nobody to talk to, you hope you guess or pick the right form, you're just guessing. You give me a call, we have a consultation, even if it's a brief consultation. Every call I have, every client I have, I'm always consulting with you to understand what you're trying to accomplish, because I do not represent you, so I can't tell you what to do or give you an opinion, but I can provide the facts, have a conversation, discuss process, procedure, functionality, and then you can make the decisions on what documents you want me to prepare for you.
Well, you brought up the internet, and I like to talk about the internet a lot, because a lot of people go to Dr. Google,
Yes.
and they go and they get these things, and they think that's it. Let's talk about that.
Yes, and in the state of Arizona specifically, I've had clients call me up and, I did research about deed work or what have you. Well, we are a community property state for married couples, but right of survivorship is not automatic for our community property. So for your assets, your real estate, your vehicles, your financials, just because you're married doesn't mean your portion of that asset automatically goes to your spouse when you die. You do have to have valid right of survivorship on the asset. So that is critical, and that is something that ChatGPT and Google and other online sources, they go 25 miles wide and 1 inch deep. They miss those critical 5, 6, 7, 8 inches deep that I help you understand.
Sure. How often do you find when you've had somebody that has made those mistakes, and now you come in and save the day?
Quite frequently, and oftentimes it is a bummer, because it's their heirs who are calling me. They did their own deed because their grandfather did his own deed and their aunt did her own deed, and so they did their own deed. And they all missed the fact that they were married and their spouses are not named and didn't waive their right. So now we have a cloud on your chain of title for your property because we have a deceased silent owner, and then I have to help you with the informal probate part.
Right, and that we're going to talk a little bit about that. I know that we're going to go to break soon, but informal probate, just tell them what that is.
So probate is if someone dies and they don't have their assets set up to avoid the court system.
That's when you have nothing.
You have nothing at all.
Just doing it layman like me, I got to talk. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, so if you just bought your house, you bought your car, you have your bank accounts, you didn't set anything up, identify who's going to get those with the proper legal documents, your family will go to the probate court process to gain control of those assets.
Right. When we come back, we're going to talk further about this, because folks, it is so important for number one, for you to be prepared, and number two, don't do it on your own. Right?
Right.
Have somebody who is experience. He's been doing this since 2007. He says he's got the white glove service with top quality results. He offers 10% discounts for veterans. He's a 4-time finalist for at the Better Business Bureau for the Ethics Award. He does free consultations that can be done either over the phone or in person, and he's statewide as also in Nevada for legal services on that. He's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. His phone number is 480-586-0443. His website is SCOTTS with an S, Docs with an S, LLC.com. So important for us to be prepared is the number one thing, and not to be waiting till the last second. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and talk further about this. Folks, again, I know what happened to me when my father thought that he had all these things taken care of, and there was just this one piece of paper that was probably the most important piece of paper that he didn't have notarized, and guess who got messed up? Me! So, check him out on the website. It's scottsdocsllc.com. Hang tight, we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you liking it?
Yeah.
We're live on Facebook, so we're gonna keep on going in here. That's the difference
Absolutely.
of this one
Yeah.
too. Okay, so can I ask you some questions that are kind of not on here? Okay,
Anything
like
you
I'm
want.
doing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
I know that you do get back. I want to try and get to that. I hope I get to that and remember, but I'm so intrigued by all of this. What is the most important piece of paper that people should have?
Either a trust or beneficiary documents, because
Okay.
those are the two things that avoid probate court in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about getting your affairs in order, either beneficiary documents or a trust.
Okay, so obviously real estate docs is big for you, estate planning docs, which again, we're gonna talk a little bit further about that. The informal probate, which is, those just go hand in hand as far as I'm concerned, right?
Yeah.
This business LLCs though,
Yes.
I kind of like to talk about it a little bit,
Yeah.
and the reason why is a lot of people are starting their own businesses. They're doing gigs on the side that still need to be done correctly. Okay, this is what I think is important about
Yeah.
that side of it.
Yeah.
Yes, it may not be everyone, but certainly I do think it's important. And a lot of people, again, they do those online. What's the difference?
They're getting a human interaction, they're getting intelligent conversation, they can ask questions and get real-time answers instead of the AI question box on the website, that if you ask for a detailed answer, you get the same boxed answer reply. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
So yes, that's kind of what sets me apart. And then really, we have very cost-efficient pricing. I know that a lot of the online websites, they didn't used to do operating agreements for Arizona LLCs. They now have figured out the law has changed and they are mandatory. So I've been hearing some people who call me up and already have the LLC and they're like, oh yeah, I got my operating agreement. So I'm glad to hear that. But there was a time where operating agreements, which are required by the statute, the online sites weren't aware of it because the statute changed in 19. And so the online sites were not really doing operating agreements. So yeah. But yeah, we create the LLCs, we help develop them, statutory agent, operating agreement, you name it, consultation, what have you. I've done a lot of small business in my time.
I'm
So.
sure. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Scott Cunningham, and he's the owner of Scott's Docs LLC. And I want you to kind of go into again, so that some people might have just tuned in right now, but the 4 areas that you focus on. Number 1.
Yes, so our service is estate planning documents, creating them, amending them, real estate documents of all kinds when you are not going through a title insurance transaction, as well as business LLC and PLLC development, creation, strategy, consultation, statutory agent, operating agreements, And then the informal probate and small estate situations for when someone passes away and did not have their affairs in order.
And I love to talk about that, you know, because so many people I know, I have to tell you, I don't know what it is, or why people, first of all, number one, they put their heads in the sand when it comes to this, and they don't like talking about it. It's probably the most important conversation that people should have. And I don't know, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna tell you, I happen to have mine, and I just had surgery. I'm gonna just say this, okay, if you're okay with this.
Absolutely.
I'm just doing it. And so I thought everything was taken care of, but I kind of looked at it just in case, right? It was wrong in so many areas because things had changed. I think we want to talk a little bit about that. I mean, and I'm talking maybe 3 years, maybe 2. I don't remember exactly how long it was, but I was amazed at how much had changed, you know, bank accounts and things like that, wow, if they're not right, you're in trouble. They should dust them off and have them looked at every once in a while.
Absolutely. It's always good to review whatever you have set up. Once a year is kind of the recommendation within the legal industry, just because things can change, but definitely every 2 or 3 years,
For sure.
looking through it. And if you do, you don't write on your original documents. So if anyone's out there going to go look through your stuff, keep a piece of scratch paper next to you. Write down the changes on the scratch paper, the section, the page, what's the change. Please don't write on your original documents because the originals are still part of everything. We just do amendments, so we don't like to see writing on originals.
Well, writing on the originals makes it null and void, I think, in some cases.
It could be. We'll let the judges decide on
Wow.
that.
But do you really want that to happen? You want to make sure that somebody comes, he's been doing this since 2007, and make sure, this is the most important thing for people to get themselves prepared for the inevitable, right? I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but that's the way it is.
That's right. And the reality is, especially for those who are younger, death doesn't have an age limit, doesn't care where you're at in life. Death comes whenever death comes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind, in the state of Arizona, for your assets such as real estate, vehicles, financial accounts, and if you own business entities, LLCs, corporations, what have you, those 4 asset classes, real estate, vehicles, financials, business, they have their own ownership documents. Those are the assets in the state of Arizona that will have to go through probate unless you have one of 2 things set up, either a trust or beneficiary documents. Contrary to popular belief, a last will and testament by itself does not avoid probate for the state of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to avoid probate, the last will and testament has to be supplemented with documents. The last will and testament by itself for the state of Arizona assets does not avoid probate. The trust or beneficiary documents are what avoid probate.
His phone number to call is 480-586-0443. His website is SCOTTS with an S, Docs with an S, LLC.com. He works statewide. He's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. He does free consultations that can be done either on the phone or in person. He offers 10% for veterans, a 10% discount. He also has cost-effective pricing. We talked a little bit about that during the break. Been doing it since 2007. He has a white glove service with top quality results. You are passionate about what you do.
I really am.
I can see it's written all over you.
I was raised to give back and care for others, and so being able to help people set up their documents and get their affairs in order while they're still in good health and of sound mind is really passionate for me, because I also get to deal with their family who call me because they weren't set up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do also offer that informal probate service. We can help the family navigate the court process, get their documents filed, what have you. So when you deal with the family who is mourning and now their grief has been added to because things weren't in place,
It's messed up, I'm gonna tell you.
yeah, so it's really great when I catch people while they're living and they're ready. We get it done for them. One thing I also do mention is when you do create a trust, and if you already have a trust, keep this in mind. Your real estate, vehicles, financials, and businesses, because they have their own ownership documents, they have to be funded into the name of your trust. You fund them into the trust by changing the ownership document from your name to the trust name, whether it's your deed for real estate, vehicle titles, bank accounts, business documents, but also there's a second way you can actively fund them, or we passively fund them with beneficiary documents.
Well,
So funding is incredibly important, because sometimes family
Right.
has a trust, the kids call me up, the deed wasn't done. Now we still have probate.
You see, that's why it's so important to hear this show.
Right.
Because, and to go out and look at your documents, making sure, and having somebody take care of it and look for somebody who knows what to do. I just have a question. Sometimes people think that you don't actually help with the preparing of all of this, because sometimes I think when they think about, a document, well, you're a preparer, but when they think about notaries and things like that, they don't realize what you really can do.
Correct, so we
Pretty
do.
extensive.
Yes, so it's not fill in the blank documents or anything like that. We again have that consultation, the intelligent discussion, I gather your information, and I am creating your documents with all of your details in it. They're perfect, exactly how you need them, and then you just have to get them signed and notarized. And yes, before I have you sign, we do a review one more time to make sure personal details are correct, names are spelled right, we're doing what you want. That way, when it comes to signing, it's a really bad play, but it's also kind of part of the process that allows our customers to feel comfortable not coming to us. It's allowed us to service people all over the state of Arizona, the state of Nevada, as well as the country and international clients as well since 2007, because when they get the documents, when you get them from me, you already know they're good, you already know they're perfect. You just go to your notary and return them to me to get filed and or recorded.
His number is 480-586-0443. He offers 10% discount to veterans, and he's statewide, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. He does free consultations that can be either on the phone or in person, and he is lucky enough to be a 4-time finalist for the Better Business Bureau Ethics Award, and I know those are hard to get. I know someone who also was not a finalist, but she was at least, even to get nominated for that is pretty high.
Yes, it was very humbling and a great fulfilling when I was called to be told I was nominated. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. Congratulations
absolutely.
again. Scott, do you give back to the community?
Yes, we do lots of different community engagements. I've had the pleasure of sponsoring and supporting the Aid to Women Center. They have several locations throughout the state. I've also helped with Dress for Success, another nonprofit women's group that's an amazing group. Just a little plug for them. They help women who are coming from bad spots, help them get interviews, help them get business education, even clothing to go on their interviews. It's an amazing group. Dress for Success, Aid to Women Center, both wonderful organizations.
Thank you for that. Thank
Absolutely. We've also been humbled to sponsor a few events for the National Guard, and I've done some GoFundMe here and there throughout, little things here and there, but those are kind of our big areas that we like to focus on.
So for when you are what is the most fulfilling part of what you do?
When I get the call from the family because their loved one is deceased, and they said, Scott, you helped them, they left your card and said, just call you, and you'll help us know where to pick it up and go, and everything's there for them. That's one of the greatest calls to get.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, you have no idea when it's just all taken care of. It's maybe you are passed away, but your loved ones are the ones that have to deal with this.
Yes. Yes.
What are your final words?
Call Scott Stocks LLC, free consultation, white glove service, top quality results, cost efficient price, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. We have we are at 300 5-star reviews on multiple online platforms. So give us a call, it's free. Always happy to have a conversation and help you out.
His number again is 480-586 0443. He is statewide. He also works with legal services in Nevada, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. He does free consultations that can be either done over the phone or in person. That number again is 480-586-0443.